Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the Creators Helping Creators series that I'm making. And this is a Creator Insider video where they're going to talk about analytics and tips and tricks and information that's really interesting and everything else. I want to show you that in trying to make this video here that I'm making now, I actually found out fantastic information and where to find it. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go back into Creator Studio. This is the old version of Creator Studio that we're really kind of supposed to be walking away from at this point. And it was in analytics. And the number that I was looking at was, we look at the real time and stuff, but I was looking at watch time. There's watch time reports here. It was watch time. Okay, that's what I was looking at. And in the last 28 days, this is really telling me nothing, right? So if I stretch this out to the last 90 days, this is, that looks like a saw. It is really not telling me a whole lot of information. It's not very helpful. Let me stretch it out for 365 days. Okay, that looks a little bit interesting. And that's the real chart. So this is the 365-day chart. That's what it really looks like. That's really it. I've looked at it a whole bunch of times. I understand what I'm looking at here. And I do understand what I'm looking at here because I analyzed the daylights out of this thing because there's a whole lot going on that doesn't make very much sense because of the way this thing looks. So change the way it looks. If I put it into rolling 28-day averages, watch what happens to the graph. It's going to make instantaneously clear sense to me because it's smoothed out. This is the beginning of the 4K. This is the 4K, 1K, the 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months, and the 1,000 subscribers happened 2 months before this date. This is 4/14/2018. It happened on February 20th, 2018, and I knew in January that I needed to start boogieing to network with as many people as I possibly could, because I only had 208 subscribers, right? And I needed to have 1,000. So I needed like 800 subscribers as fast as I could get them in. And on top of that, I still need to get to 4,000 hours because I wasn't anywhere near close to 4,000 hours. However, and I'll show you in this video, I knew that I was going to get to the 4,000 hours. I will show you the demonstrated evidence that I had. And I showed it to you in a couple other videos, but I'm going to show it to you in this video too. This chart was the last thing because of the 28-day rolling averages. This was the last thing that I was just itching for from Creator Studio. I'm going to show you that we really do have it in YouTube Studio, and now I can completely and totally walk away from Creator Studio and never have to go back to it again, because this is the information I wanted more than anything to come over. And here it is. It's actually buried in here, and let me show you where you get it. Let me see, we're at our dashboard in YouTube Studio. We go to our dashboard for the whole channel. We go to Analytics over here on the left. The first chart that comes up is the overview, right? If we go down here and we click on See More, all right, we're going to see more. And it's going to be still in the last 28 days. Now you have these different colored lines on the graph chart here. And what those are these colors right here. The blue, purple, green, red, and orange thing. That's these top 5 videos, all right? So I don't want to see those. I would just want to see the total. I only care about the total, not just the top 5 most popular videos, right? So I click on total, right? Let's click it off. All these lines are here, but if I click total, it isolates the gray area, and the gray area is what I'm all about, right? I wear gray in all my videos, almost always. So here's the deal. This is what I want to see, but again, I'm looking at the last 28 days. This is telling me not a whole lot of information. If I stretch this out to a year, then it's going to tell me that it's got that chart, right? You see, it looks the same as it did on the other one. Now, what I needed to do was change it to what it was called then was the 28-day rolling averages. Here, it's simply called, they simplified it. It's just called monthly. Click on monthly, and it's obvious. This is great. This is fantastic. It doesn't tell me all the information, and I'll show you how to find more, but it told me what I was looking for and what I wanted to see. Now, this is April 2018, right? I had already stopped networking hardcore with other, creators and trying to build up my subscriber numbers. I knew that the 1,000 subscribers was going to happen, and what I needed more than anything else was 4,000 hours of watch time, so I had to build that up too, right? So in building up the 4,000 hours of watch time, I needed to focus more on creating video, creating helpful, useful video that people wanted to see, and getting the word out and everything else. So I started doing all of that. And the 4,000 hours happened as predicted, painfully a little bit longer than I had hoped for, but it happened. And the 1,000+ subscribers continues to happen today. So I'm very happy. Thank you for watching, right? But I want to see more. So what happened is after I had stopped hardcore networking, I had this bubble down here up to 52,000 watch time minutes, right? So we got 52, almost 53,000 watch time minutes. I don't have that now. You know, don't worry about this little tail off at the end here. That's nothing. You have to look at the last full month. April isn't full yet. April isn't over yet. In May, then April will be up here, and then they'll have another tail off for May, right? So at March, that's the last month. So I can only really analyze these numbers here and forget about this one for now. You know, you can kind of judge it if you want to do some math and everything. I'm not that motivated. So I see the 46, and I see that, you know, it was 42, dropped down over here to 32, went up to 44, 42, and back up to 46. So this is organic growth. To me, this is the organic growth that I've been looking for, right? This is the organic growth you're looking for. So that's what I was looking for, and that's what I was hoping for. And I noticed it in November, saw it happening in December. So November, December, I saw it happening, and then it kind of confirmed over the last few months. So now I'm pretty positive I'm back in organic growth, and this is the most exciting stage for me because we get the 1,000 hours, got the 4,000 hour, we got the 1,000 subscribers plus. Thank you very much. We got the 4,000 hours of watch time. Thanks for watching, and we're continuing to grow. So that's the exciting thing about it. But that's how you find this particular graph. Let me show you again, and then I'm going to show you something really exciting about this, even more exciting. And then you'll see it. It's obvious, it's like blatantly obvious in my stats here. So we go to see more from the analytics thing. We're in the overview. Click on see more. The chart pops up. Just click on the gray under video right here, down in the bottom left of the chart there. Click on video total. That gets rid of the lines right there, and you're focusing on just the total number of information that you're looking at. And I'll talk about that in a second. Stretch it out to a year. Okay? Even if you haven't been here a year yet, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. You'll see it in the next couple of seconds here. You can look at watch time by video, and you can look at views, subscribers, and all this kind of stuff here. Watch time minutes is what I'm starting off at, and then switch it over to monthly. That's like the 30-day, you know, evolving kind of thing, and you can see what's going on. Now, if you knew what you were doing, not that you didn't. What I'm saying is, if you were aware of the things you were doing, trying to do, the actions you were taking to try to grow your channel, and you can look back at the months and see what happened and how it happened, then you can do the analysis on your videos, what you're doing, how you're doing, what works, what doesn't work, right? Pardon me. So you can see that information. Now let's see what happens when I stretch this out to a custom date. Now I want the end date to be the same, but let's just go back a couple of years to, I don't know, 2015. So April 15th, 2015, happy tax day. Apply that and watch what happens here. Now this is monthly, and things are blatantly obvious. I mean, it's like, you know, like I say, looking at the last 28 days, right? Let's look at the last 28 days. I know nothing. It's real flat, right? It's really, really flat. But if I make a custom date and I go back to 2016, actually, let's go back to April 15th. 4/15. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, we can do it that way. Okay, 4/15. 16. Apply. Okay, and it gets real obvious down here. So I wasn't having a whole lot of watch time minutes, right, for the whole month, you know. And then I didn't start making videos specifically for YouTube, right? This is what I'm talking about when I say know what you were doing, how you were doing it, so you can do the analysis. Here's January 2017. By this point, I'd already talked to my wife and said, look, I need to make more videos specifically for YouTube. 2017 was the last year of law school for me, all right? So the whole year I'm in law school, but yet I'm also still trying to make videos specifically for YouTube. I'm making them for law study people as well. That's this audience back here. But I'm also now at this point specifically making them for other audiences. I actually found ideas on how to make videos, what to make videos about, experimental videos and things like that. And I started doing that, and my numbers started increasing. So I could see that in this, you know, you look at this, I don't want the pop-up going up there, but if you follow this from December 16 to August 2017 and then over to December, you can see that there's some growth that started happening. It was already taking place. So I already knew that the 4,000 hours was going to happen at some point, and I needed to get to 1,000 subscribers. But if we look at it over here, we can see that there's that first bump, the second bump, and then everything settled down, and then the rest of this is organic growth. Again, forget about that last drop off at the end. You have to go to the last full and complete month, which for me is, you know, right now is March 2019. So once you have the complete data, then you can look at it. So next month I can look at it again and see how we're doing and see if things are continuing along the way. So do me a favor, drop me a note below if you have any questions, comments, you didn't understand what I was saying or whatever, because I talk kind of fast, and ask me questions about it. I'll try to find out any kind of information you're looking for that you haven't been able to find out yet. and show you where it is in YouTube analytics. But this here is just fantastic for me. And I don't ever need to go back to Creator Studio again, because that was the last item that I really wanted to see over, was being able to see the changes over time, over a longer period of time, so I could do deeper, better analysis of what I'm doing, how I'm doing things, and if they're working or not. All right. So with that, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and make that comment below. Let me know you came by to say hi, and please ask me questions. Creators helping creators, getting the job done. All right. Until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.